Why is the ambience off? I think you know why. Hello, folks. Welcome back to the stream. Whew, it's so good to be back. Man, it has been a hot minute, I will say. I hope you all have been doing phenomenal yourselves. Yeah. And here we are indeed, Storm Gamer. I hope all of y'all are doing well. Let's see, who do we got? We've got Storm Gamer, we've got Valken Destroyer, we've got Wasim. Got ourselves a nice roster of people. There we go. That'll do. It works. Quite a treat. It has been a while since we've done any of these, so how have y'all been? Because, man, oh man, it's been a while. I am really excited to get back into doing these. I'm gonna just turn this down a smidge so I can hear myself a little better. Just a little bit, a little better. I'm gonna just do this for myself. Considering the theme is summer nostalgia, for any songs that didn't make it to the 4th of July mix, can it at least be included on the summer mix? Debatable. That depends on the song. Because there are some songs that feel like it would have fit the 4th of July mix, some songs that would have more rather fit this mix, and some that, for better or worse, don't really fit either. So, you know, debatable stuff. We got, let's see, who has not sent, I see there's 6 people watching. Who has not sounded off in chat yet? I'd like to see who lurks about in these parts. So it depends on which song will fit. Well, yes, if you want to, you can check the description of the stream that you're currently watching to get a good idea of what I am looking for. It literally says what I'm looking for in the description. Zonda, welcome in. Good to see you again. Always a pleasure to have you around. Oh yeah, new album, by the way. Go stream it if you haven't yet. Available on all platforms. Let's see. So, on that note, because it has been a while since we've done one of these, I am going to need to really rewind in the mix to remind us all of where we were at, where we last left off, because there's a lot. There is a lot. Don't mind me, I've got my toes in the water, ass in the sand, not a worry in the world with a cold beer in my hand. Amen, brother. Amen. Cheers. I don't know if y'all heard the can opening, but, like, that was, like, a perfect cue to open that up, to open up the cold one. Let's see. We left off with what was meant to be the Eurodance, Fruitiger Arrow kind of style stuff. With like some of this stuff that we said we were going to work with next. And I have a bit of an idea. I don't want to worry too much about what key we're in, so much as trying to like chase a vibe. You know what I mean? The 4th of July mix kind of opened my eyes to the idea that maybe I shouldn't hyper-focus too much on sticking to one key, because you can jump around keys a whole bunch and still get a good vibe going. It's just a matter of how you do it. Love the t-shirt, by the way. Or should I say B-shirt? Ay. All right. Well, let's see. The last section that we did was a bunch of complextro kind of stuff. Soda can opening sounds fits well as a sample for Fruitiger Arrow music. I agree. It also is how I opened up Chill Out, one of my tracks off of my album. So, yes, indeed. We've got the right vibes going. I definitely want to include more of my album in this. How I'm going to do that, I'm not sure, but we shall see. Let's see. Do we still have the Living Tombstone? Probably, but I'm not going to focus too much on using that because I don't know, like, a lot of the Living Tombstone's music, yeah, it fits the general vibe, but in terms of nostalgia, yeah. Not every song that we have grabbed is going to make it into this. So just bear that in mind. If something doesn't get added in, that's why. You recently made a little TLT mashup. Yes, I did see that. I didn't listen to it, but I did see it. Maybe, perhaps save it for when I do mashup reviews at the end of the month. Because I'm going to give myself until the end of the month. Let's see. It is currently the 11th. And we've got 2 more streams. Technically 2 more streams. Maybe 3 before the end of the month. Because we've got the 18th and 25th of July. And then the Saturday after that is the 1st of August. So don't spoil it on yourself. Yeah. Yes, sir. All right, let's see. So, with that said, I'm going to turn this down dramatically. Pause it, actually, in the meantime. And let's go over some of what we have thus far. Yeah. Let's remind ourselves of where we're at in this mix. Just getting started. I just rewound to original.
Step up fast and be the first to make it notice flash. We get money, don't be mad. Now stop. Hating is bad. One shot for us. Another round. Please fill up the cup. But that's all right. Just want to see you shake it down. Now you hold your feet. You make it now.
That is very loud. I am so sorry. There we go. That should be better. According to Gregory Dillon, the music genres that reflect Fruitiger Arrow are a mix of dream trance, drum and bass, hyperpop, and tech house. As long as it has glossy sound texture. Yes, indeed. It's not necessarily Fruitiger Arrow I'm aiming for. It's just... It's super loud. It should be better. I just turned it down. Is it still too hot? Your voice ain't clear? Oh no. Here, let me actually turn myself up just a bit. I'm in the red, but hopefully that should be better. I'm working with a new interface, so bear with me on this. Think it's better? Cool. Let me know if it needs more adjustments.
Every day I'm shuffling.
But yeah, I was basically just reading off Stormgate Gamer's message. Now this is vibey? Yes, sir. Do I have Marshmallow alone? Let me check. I do not. I don't know if I'll be able to find a place for it, but we'll see. All right, that's where we're at right now. Not great. I feel like we can probably add to this now. So let's see what we've got here. We've got... Okay, let me turn this back on. We've got a few songs here to work with. So let's see what they all sound like. I feel like we could use this next. That could be a... That's my current runner. Obsolete Sky. When Complextro meets Festival Progressive House. I don't think you understand how Complextro works, my friend. Complextro is in the name. Complextro is very much not that. Complextro is a lot more like what we were doing earlier with this stuff. So, like, this is Complextro. It's complexity. Indeed it is, Wasim. There's a ton of different songs driving the idea forward. Like so, as you can see. Something you can still analyze in one listen. Not always. I think the best Complextro is the kind that you can analyze. Oh, the kind that you can't analyze in one listen. Yes, but I feel like the best Complextro is the kind that you can get a general idea of the patterns in one listen. That, to me, is the most impressive Complextro. The stuff that is super, like, complex in its patterns, however, still has a running idea that you could still, you know, go with, you know? Does that make sense? I hope it does. Let's see. Next, we also have... Oh, here's some GD stuff for you. Yeah, you're right about it, Wasim. Generally, Complextro is, like, stuff that is like really, generally on in the general range of like hard to follow, but it's a vibe. That's the point of it, is that it's a general vibe. The first song you discovered from F777 other than Deadlocked. Which song did I listen to first, I wonder? It certainly wasn't Soaring the Wind. It might have been Deadlocked. Was it? Maybe Dance of the Violins? Ah, man. I actually don't know which one was first. Airborne Robots? Maybe? I don't know. That's a tough one. I actually don't know the answer. Or the Seven Seas. No, I think it was Deadlocked. I think it was... or Sonic Blaster, because I was super into the concept of 9 circles at the time. At least like the strobe effect kind of levels back in the day. Those, when that was still new, man, that was really fun to me. So, yeah, I think that was it. All right, so we've got some options here. I feel like this is where I need to go next. So I'm going to run with this first. Quaz, welcome in. Got some time to lurk here, so this time to enjoy the stream. Excellent. Great to have you. Well. Let's see how this sounds. Well, remember, I'm not someone who actively plays the game as much as I am someone who observes the game, if that makes sense. The music is what entices me, and watching people play hard levels is fun. Sometimes. Sometimes it's a little ridiculous, because then I'm like, okay, how do these people do this? It's just... when levels become hard to follow, it becomes very... how do I put it? It's like, at some point, you become detached from it, I guess, is the best way I can put it. Like, at a certain point, it becomes a bit overwhelming. The Eschaton is your favorite GD level. I don't know that. I don't know what that level is. Too bad GD content creators don't appreciate... sometimes they appreciate the music, but it's not very common, especially if it's not from an artist that's already well established in the community, unfortunately. Like, that's one of the reasons Coldbreaks originally distanced himself from the community, was because he wanted to separate himself from the community in such a way that people would appreciate him for his music, not so that they could use it for levels and such. I have this running joke where anytime someone asks for my Solar Abyss remix, I say something along the lines of, a little longer now that you asked. Because of the fact that, like, I'm never actually going to release it, because that was made for the mix, I feel like. There's a lot of remixes that I did specifically for mixes. And the Solar Abyss remix is, like, so old that if I were to release it, I would have to completely redo it at this point. Which I might, actually. I don't know. However, it's hard to say. Because, A, I'm not involved with the Geometry Dash community anymore. And B, it's so old that I just don't even know where to begin. He isn't just known for... I know he's not known for just GD. It's just that the community, when they like a certain artist, they like to grab everything of theirs that they can and try to pull them into the levels that they make. And Kirby's Gourmet Race, yeah, it's a Kirby song. However, it is a song that's very popular in the GD community, you know? I mean... To be fair, GD is a bit nostalgic to me. I mean, global digitality alone is pretty nostalgic. Which, by the way, I've already, excuse me. I've already brought this up once, but all of my Geometry Dash related videos are now public again. And I did that once I released my new album. So if there's a certain video that I released that's related to Geometry Dash, like any of my old mixes, like Legend of Everything, or my Just Shapes and Beats mashup, or any of the mashup requests I did back in the day, all of those are available now. Now that it's been long enough that it doesn't matter anymore, you know? I hope that makes sense. I got pinged. I got pinged by the Silva Gunner team. Ooh, Discord joined the chat. Imagine if actual Discord showed up and said, hey, we're giving attention to small streamers. That'd be kind of wild. Cheers. That's like Rob Top joining a Geometry Dash server call. Not always. Not exactly the same thing, but I get the idea. Everyone's gonna freak out. Well, that's true. Okay, this needs a mid boost. It just does. It does work. However, it does need a bit of a boost in the mid range. So let's go 0.60. And same thing for you. Except I'm going to dip the mids by 2.25. There we go. Your Solar Abyss remix sounds identical to the regular one. Did you just change the drop? Yes, I did. The drop is what I changed because people joke about how people like the point of Solar Abyss originally from the original artist. I forget how to pronounce their name. Someone educated me on how to pronounce their name, but I already forgot, unfortunately. El Shavase, I think it was. Or El Chavase. I already can't remember. But yeah, the original point of it was that it was an April Fool's Day joke, I believe, and that people were, and the drop was purposefully bad, like with the intention. So what I did was I basically tried to give it a good drop, even though I had no idea how to make dubstep at the time. I kind of know now, generally speaking, with like some like level of variation, but I can kind of do it, but also not really. You know what I mean? Oh, are the choruses gonna line up? I wonder. That would be perfect. Yeah, exactly. Oh, that would be kind of cool if I brought the mids back in, like, very gradually, very exponentially, like so. Oh, now I want to, like... shoot. Let's grab Ultimate Vocal Remover. Excuse me. I'm going to separate the vocals and see if I can layer that over top in such a way that it's not overpowering. Because I want the vocals to stand out without the inclusion, without too much of the backing track. We'll see how that goes. That is share, believe, select output, stems. There we go. There we go. And vocals only. Yes, start processing. All right. Not even 40 minutes into the stream and we're already making progress. I am still rusty to this, so bear with me on this. All right, let's see. Oh, shoot, didn't mean to close it. Hopefully it doesn't take forever to open. Okay, good. No. Because we're going to need that again later. I am certain we're going to need it again later. Excuse. Close out of all of that. Let's bring in the vocals. Right about there. Normalize them. And because it's a vocal, I gotta put it into the pink color that I use for vocals, just to indicate that that's what that is. No matter how. Right, +4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And shares believe is in 133. Which means I gotta adjust this as well to match. No matter how. No matter. Don't. Matter how. Matter how hard I try. All right, let's see if I can try to match the vocals. Matter how hard I try. I think I just nailed it. Hell yeah. That's awesome. Now we just need to do that. And now I can take this, lower it, raise the volume of this, like so. All right, let's see. Is this you making your own song, a mashup of other songs, or just a mix playlist? So, this is me making a mix using viewer suggestions. So, I'm assuming this is your first time to one of these stream mixes. So, take the 2025 mix that I did at towards the beginning of this year. All of that was done on stream, with the exception of the ending. So I know Genki. No. Yes, I saw that the first time, Storm Gamer. Thank you. Cold breaks from a now deleted mashup called Star Smasher, and it was deleted because they used the Taylor Swift remix, which YouTube thought was the original song. I'm not familiar. Also, welcome in, QPS. Good to have you. But yes, official liker. I'm afraid I don't know that name. What tempo are we at right now? Right now we're at 140. But yeah, so essentially how this works. We are about 32-ish minutes into this mix. And this mix was started several streams ago, actually. Every week on Saturdays, with some exceptions, I do live streams where I take viewer suggestions, y'all's suggestions, and I make a mix out of them. Our tempo is the temperature in Fahrenheit. Man. If you live in Florida, maybe. That's not too inaccurate of a statement. I live in Cali, so thankfully I don't have to deal with the humidity. But I know that for people who do, God rest their souls. But yeah, so every single song in this mix, with like some exceptions, was suggested by you guys. So what I did was I threw together the mix myself using song suggestions and your ideas if you happen to have any. That's generally how this tends to go. We collectively make something cool together. Not exactly like a... It is kind of a mashup, but long form. So instead of it being just a couple songs put together for a 4-minute combination, it's more like a long form mix. So imagine... Global Digitality is a perfect example of that. And obviously the sequel to that as well. So those are long-form mixes. That's what we're doing in this stream. We're collectively making a long-form mix. However, we are effectively doing some mashups within the mix as well. Yes, exactly, QPS. Like, there's like sections to this. There's like a bit of an overarching kind of like theme, as well as like different like, vibes generally. So like, let's see, if I scroll back, we started off, since it's been a while since I've streamed the making of this mix. So I'll give us all a bit of a general refresher of everything we've done so far. So we started off with this. Some pop music.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get away.
Leading into some classic EDM. It is still kind of a mashup, so you're not too far off. You're not wrong. Cheers, mate. How do you want me to refer to you, by the way? Liker? Likernong? Or is there another name you want me to use? Slap House. Nong or Dan? Okay. Understood. Thank you. I'll go with Dan. That's easier to remember. Thank you very much. and welcome in and then some Monstercat classics. Then, again, back to classic EDM, and some classic NCS as well. Yeah, there's quite a variety of genres, Storm Gamer. Very nostalgic pop music. Like, this is the music I grew up with. More pop and classic Monstercat. The other thing that's important for this mix is new songs that sound like they're from the old styles. So like, so this is a newer song, but it sounds like it was made in like 2012 or something like that. Genre switch with two classic Monstercat tracks. So here's like a mashup because it like chops between the two. Missed opportunity to put Slurpee on top of Ghost and stuff. Well, we already had like stuff to work with. I don't remember how Slurpee goes though. Oh really? Which one? Razor Sharp or Manslaughter VIP? And then, for the fun of it, one of my own tracks.
Player one, start.
Some more old school EDM. Yes indeed. Let's Be Friends is classic Monstercat. Classic. What about here? Right. Again, classic. But with some twists. And another twist. Old school Monstercat with brand new stuff that sounds like from that era again. And peep this triple drop. Yeah, it made it in. It got paired with my song. Bro got access to Skrillex's unreleased Bangarang. Someone suggested it, and then I found out on stream that someone, uploaded it. One of my own tracks with some of this new stuff. With some of this old school stuff, I mean. And then this led into some classic pop and house and electro house, complextro, all that good stuff. Arm is being a little weird. Ugh. This is one of my favorite combos. It's so simple, but it works so well. No matter where you go, give me some time you know, even when we're apart. But what are the chords to some chords? That's a good question. You'll have to ask Deadmau5. They're at the beginning of the song, though.
Five more hours, we'll just get started.
New to mashups, most of the times the two songs make the mashup sound, how do I explain this? Loud-ish? Like the songs are a little corrupted. It's on all DAWs that I've tried. Okay, so I can probably explain this a little better to you when we actually start making a mashup like this, like one of these combos. So like, oh, so you mean like it sounds loud and distorted, you mean, right? So like it sounds very like crunchy. Is that what you're referring to when it gets so loud that it gets crunchy? Because that's what that makes me think of. Virtual Idols, Finnsfolks edition. Nah, that's my old KOC mix that I did. It's very hard to explain. It's not spacey. Space, when I think of space, I think of like reverb, but I don't think that's what you're talking about. I'm hoping that when we get to make a combo, you'll be able to see what the process looks like. Because I find that watching the process in action, I think you get the idea. Let's go back to where we were. Spacey is in when you put two identical songs with each other. Also, this is insanely... Yeah, it's a long-form mix. That's why I hesitate to call it strictly a mashup, because to me, a mashup is a combo of songs. But in this case, yes, it's a combo of songs, but in the context of a longer mix. That's how I like to view it. So, a mega mix, maybe, but that's also... Some people refer to mega mixes as like those big, like 10-song, 20-song, 100-song combinations where it's like hundreds of songs put into like one combination or something like that. So, yeah, terminology is a little weird, but hopefully you get the idea. One mashup you thought of in your mind is like Party Rock Anthem and Space Invaders. I mean, they're in the same key and tempo, so that would be a fitting combination. This combo sounds good. I like this. Not necessarily, Orbit. 2 songs is just the minimum to make a mashup, but it's not like the definitive way of doing it. It's the most common way of doing it to do 2 songs. But you've seen in a lot of the combos that I do in this mix for alone, like this is 3 songs. That already goes beyond that. But I am admittedly being a bit asinine here and just kind of cherry picking the phrasing. I'm being very careful with the phrasing of some of this because it can be very tricky when you are working with very specific terminology. And I care about that kind of stuff because I like being able to make it to where people who want more of the stuff that they like know what it's called, so they know how to look for it. You know what I mean? That's why I like being able to categorize songs by genre. I know that a lot of artists don't really like when their songs are categorized by like one genre or whatever. But as someone who does mixes, I personally think it's very helpful to categorize songs by genre because then it allows people to find more of the same thing. Good example, I think. So, mid-tempo. When you think mid-tempo, sometimes you might think of that cyberpunky kind of style. You know what I mean? You know, like very dark, metallic, sometimes very like industrial kind of heavy kind of stuff. But for me, mid-tempo is just anything within that range of 110 to 90 BPM. But the tough part is that also includes glitch hop. So Monstercat back in the day called it 110 BPM or glitch hop. I disagree with that notion though because of the fact that like 110 can be both mid-tempo and glitch hop, but I feel like there's also the melodic stuff like, you know, like You know, like this stuff. Like, that's not... None of that is glitch hop. Sure, it can be mid-tempo, but the melodic stuff of it makes it a bit more palatable towards it being electro, if that makes sense. Moomba. See, Moomba has a certain sound to it, though. That's the boom, ka-boom, 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 ka. That's Moomba. And then glitch hop is like the Fat Rat. That's what that is. See, that's why I care about genres, because they are hyper-specific, but it's for a reason. It allows people to find more of the stuff that they like. If they like that kind of boom, ka-boom, 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 ka, and they know it's Moomba, then they know how to find more of that. So I'm a bit of a genre snob because of that. You know what I mean? That's more about artists not wanting to be called one genre. Sure, that makes sense. Normally they're fine with one. Yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. But some people I know get triggered over even that. Some people get triggered when their stuff, when even just one song gets really categorized. And I understand, especially considering the fact that for the longest time I've been an Illenium fan, and Illenium's music has always been lobbed with the rest of the bass music scene, when realistically I want it to be lobbed in more with the future bass kind of scene. It's back then anyways. Nowadays he's a lot more in the bass music scene, but back then I feel like he could have been paired more with other artists like Set the Sky or Dabin or William Black or, you know, whoever else was in that category. I don't know, because I didn't get the opportunity to listen to a ton more of those artists back in the day. Also, welcome in, J-Luck. This, I believe, is the first time I'm seeing you. Welcome in. Happy to have you. Yeah, you're particular about genre, too. Yeah, exactly. See, it, like... On one hand, I don't want to care too much about it, but at the same time, I can't help but not, because of the fact that when it comes to finding more of the same stuff, genre, to me, matters a lot more than people give credit for.
What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. There's no turning back. I need time.
That is true, Storm Gamer. This is fun. I'm having a good time. You've been here before, but this is your first time in a while in chat. Normally you're a lurker. Ah. Well, fair enough. Either way, we welcome you in. Lurker or frequent chatter, it is great to have you here. What genre is this part of the summer mix about? It is a combination of things. Generally, it's like Eurodance, trance, speed house maybe. Kind of like that kind of euphoric, kind of like dreamy kind of style. So still kind of Fruitiger Arrow kind of stuff, but not exactly. Not strictly. Also, how do your high, low pitch sound so good? Mine usually get low quality past plus or minus 3. So that's the thing I actually want. That's actually something I want to. I have talked about this before on stream, but I'm happy to talk about it again. So when it comes to pitching songs up or down, you really do need to be careful with how much you do it. There are 2 different ways you can do it. You can either make it to where you can have 2 copies of the same song, like aligned with each other on the timeline, and have them be an octave apart. So like, and an octave, for those who are unaware of music theory terms, is 12 semitones, so plus or minus 12 apart from each other. So let's say that a song is keyed up by 7 semitones. That would mean you would need a copy of that same song below that's minus 5, because that's a difference of 12. Then you'd have to, but then by doing that, you'd have to do some balancing. You would have to EQ it to make sure they don't clash with each other. You would have to make sure the levels of each of them are not too high, so that they don't like just suddenly like make it louder. So the second way I like to do it, which in my opinion is much simpler, I make it a point to never, ever, ever key a song up or down too high or too low. My rule of thumb generally is no less than minus 2 and no higher than plus 3 unless it's unless it sounds good enough to actually justify plus 4. Plus 4, though, I think is the absolute maximum for most songs, because of the fact that if you go too high or too low, yeah, it does mess with the quality. Because you have to remember, a song is made with a certain key in mind, and so when you move that around, you're moving not just the melodies, but also the low-end registration, like the bass, like the sub-bass. So it's going to sound a little messy when you start shifting things around a little bit. So there's a couple ways you can fix that. One of my personal main techniques is EQ. So this allows me to do some techniques for fixing the balance of some. Now, this is FabFilter Pro Q4, which is a paid program, and it is expensive. So if you want something that's cheaper, there are free versions of that kind of thing. I believe every single DAW has a built-in EQ. You just have to know generally what all the different levels kind of sound like. That just takes experimentation. Just play with it. But generally, the best way to look at it, the left side is the low end, the right side is the high end. So, like, you use re-EQ. Do I have that, actually? I do not. That's a shame. But I can imagine, like, if I go to EQ, there's quite a few that you can use. Beatcraft, welcome in. We were just talking about balancing songs and what that looks like. So there are free equalizers. Like, I think M Equalizer is free. Yeah, M Equalizer is free, and it does similar stuff to what to FabFilter. It's a parametric EQ in that you can see what it does. So let's take this song, for instance, that I've put it on. Sounds good, right? But let's say I want to boost the high end a little more to add some clarity. Well, I'd grab one of these bands and I would boost it over around here, because this is where the high end is. My understanding is from the left side to about 500 is the low end. From 500 to about 2K, 5K is the mid-range. Anything above 5K is the high range. So what is that? So with it off, with it turned on, I hope that like is helpful to you, because sometimes that could really help, especially like when it comes to dealing with something called mud. Now that gets into real technical terms, but generally around 300 to 400 is where you have to look out for mud. Especially when you key a song up a whole bunch. If you key a song up, mud is going to be a big destroyer of your EQ. So you have to tame it a little bit by lowering the EQ around 300 to 4K. To 400, sorry. But that is getting really into technical terms that I don't want to overwhelm you with. So instead, the general idea is that if you pitch a song up or down, you need to correct it a little bit with some EQ. And it looks different for every song, generally, so. Like, what did I do for, say, 5 more, not 5 more hours, 0. Okay. So here's what I did. I did a bit of a low dip and boosted all the highs gradually, dipping a little bit of the 3K range, of the 300 range, because there was some clashing going on, some kind of messiness going on there. With that turned off, and then with this turned off, you can kind of hear it there. The bass is kind of boomy there, and the low end is not very clear. So I balanced it by adding this. But also, I did that because the bass ended up becoming a little extra boomy because of the fact that I keyed it down by a semitone. So you use Reaper. Okay. Makes sense. Whoops. My bad. But yeah, the EQ is going to look different generally every time. Especially if you use a parametric EQ like I was doing there. There's also... You might also see EQs that look something like this, where you can adjust the bands individually like so. So let's say I want to boost... So let's say I want to adjust This Isn't Science Rocket. That boosts the low end. That makes it extra thumpy. Around there is where the mid-range is. So if I were to use this EQ, like this regular band EQ, this is how I would use it. I would adjust it up and down to kind of see what it sounds like and kind of get a general idea. So without it, with it, and this is built into Mixcraft as well. So genuinely, this free option is really, really serviceable. It still gets the job done really well. If I were to do this with a parametric EQ, like Pro Q4, this is how I would do it. There we go. That's what I would do for this song. So in context,
What am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Sit around and wait for you? Well, I can't do that. There's no turning back. I need time to move on. I need love to feel strong. 'Cause I've had time to think it through. And maybe I'm too good for you. Oh, do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Do you believe in life after
but see, I'm hearing some clickiness that I gotta tame, so now I gotta look for that. There you are. That's the tricky part about boosting frequencies. Sometimes you get unwanted results.
Do you believe in life after love?
So you gotta be careful with how you do it.
I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough. No. Well, I know that I'll get through this. 'Cause I know that I'm strong.
Why not? I'm gonna pair these two together. But this also needs some EQ. Sick. There we go. So we've got ourselves another combo. Now I want to start shifting gears a little bit. So let's consult Virtual DJ and see what we have on offer. On offer. We can shift the key if we want as well. Created a GD level with one of my mashups. Really not proud of it because you rushed it. Gameplay in the middle is great and good. The deco is terrible, if you could call it decoration. Well, I do appreciate that you made a level at all using anything that I've made. I do appreciate that. So thank you for that. Might grab your Extrula starter pack and create a better level. That would be kind of cool. And now it's available again because I've made all my stuff public again. So go right ahead. Let's see here. What are you? Circle in the sand. What are you?
Sundown, all around, walking through the summer's air. Waves crash, baby, don't look back. I won't walk away.
Oh, what about this? Oh, wait, yo, this literally, I could just key this up. I've got a remix too. What does this sound like? I don't remember. I forgot. Hold on. The best Sonic song. It's up there. It's certainly up there. I don't remember who suggested this song in particular, but I'm a fan. Deep trance. Oh, we could go Chemical Plant Zone, the original, and then the remix. How about that? That could be fun. Let's see. Let's take you, put you up here. And then right there, let's go ahead and grab, let's see, Sonic 2, Chemical Plant Zone, and the remix. Yes, sir. You, same thing. Right, except you in particular are 0.5, which is a little annoying, but what can you do, I suppose? I guess I'll color you accordingly. Key you up to match, because we're in G minor. Ah, close. There we are. Interesting. Wait, is it like that the whole way through? What? Fascinating. Hold on. What if I warp this? I think that's as good as that's gonna get. I don't really care for the metronome sound either. Don't worry. I'm only using it just to, like, align songs to grids sometimes. Jack Quaid. I'm not sure who that is. Sonic had to be blue anyways. You know, fair. You actually knew that I put my mashups in a playlist. You replied to someone after they commented that they were happy that they had the link. Yeah, well, I'm not just referring to the fact that it's, like, in the playlist. I'm actually saying that the songs are actually not unlisted anymore. They are public again, and people can go out and, like, find them, like, if they just type it in. It kind of does, QPS. Chemical Plant Zone if it was remixed by Armin van Buuren. I mean, you're not wrong. No, yeah, I know what you meant. Glad you're having a good time. Wait, idea. This is one of my favorite plugins. Check this out. This is DJ M Filter from Xfer. It is a free plugin, and I think any mashup artist worth their salt should use it because it is so simple to understand and so easy to use. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Curve that. So. What if I really drastically increase it all the way up to the top? Let's see what that sounds like. Because why not, right? Practically like behind the wheel on a twisty hillside road just hearing that drop. Yes! Woo! Nostalgia, baby! I'm content with letting this song play on its own for a bit as well. Okay, this, I think, right here, is where I think it would be a good time to start introducing something different, I think. Methinks. I want to check something also. Okay, good. The volume is balanced. Good, as it should be. So one thing that I look for when it comes to making sure that the audio is balanced is whenever songs are paired together, I do try to lower the volume of them when they are played together. And then, as you can see here, I raise the volume dramatically at this one section where the songs were playing where the song was playing by itself. And then back down. Taking down the mid-range for the EQ is what gives the sound a radio effect. I'd argue the opposite. You want to hear what a radio effect sounds like? check this out. So it's literally the opposite. All right, right here, I say that we start transitioning into something else and switching the key around. So someone mentioned 1-800. What does that one sound like again? There you are. How does that sound again? I forget that this is with Iron Mouse.
Still on that 1-800, hit me up for a good time. My shit bunched till it pushed me out of line. You can't spell my name without the dollar sign. Rainbow money, take whatever, yes, I'm colorblind. It's that 1-800, hit my line. Let me 1-800 blow your mind. Wheels in the front, they some big toys. 2025 is the year of the it boy. Got a little money, yeah, got a little Bitcoin. She making me real coy. Never stoop too low, I don't sip Dunkin'. Quite nice top, I ain't talking no muffin. On a first date, say trauma dumping. Blah, 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 like something. 1 pump, 2 pump, 3 pump. Way she working that shit, she left me comatose. 3 + 6 is 9, this baby ain't talking about tic-tac-toe. She a little freak, I guess I'm an animal. Yeah, two stepping like Cotton Eye Joe. Baby, no money. Don't fuck this shit up for me.
Yeah, okay, so I do think we can get there, but I think that first, what we gotta do, let's see. We gotta, okay, where we are, key, and we could stay in 140, but I want to change the key. So, we could also boost it up if we want. So, we're at the key of G minor, B flat major.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to
Wait, isn't this F minor?
me. I still feel your touch in my dream.
I kind of want to use the original of this. There you are, yes.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. I still feel your touch in my dream. Forgive me, my
Screw it, I'm adding this in. I don't care that we're still in this key and tempo. I'm sticking with it because it sounds so good, dude. Where are you? Cascada. There you are. Same color. How do you make such clean transitions with keys? So there's a couple different ways. The most prominent one that I can say is that it does require a little bit of music theory knowledge, just a little bit, just knowing how keys work. But there's a couple different ways you could do it. You can either do a like straight up like fade out, like a boom, and then have it sweep in with like something atonal. So atonal is when something that doesn't have a key. So like a whoosh kind of noise. Like, so let me find an example, like somewhere over here, methinks. So like, see, that doesn't have a key to it. That's just kinda. That's just a impact, basically. That doesn't have a key. And so because I was able to use that, I was able to take the key out of E and slowly fade it into G minor, which is a completely different key. Doesn't even align in any sort of relation or nothing. It's just a completely different key. Whereas what you could also do is you could take... here's another example that I did earlier. You could take the key of E major, which is what this is in. So we're in E major here. And make that go into E minor. So so that will then go into the minor key. So going from E major to E minor, keeping the same root note, but switching it from the major scale to the minor scale, effectively. The other thing you can do, that I often like to do, is I follow something called the circle of fifths. So we're in the key of G minor right now. If I were to change the key right now, I would either try to pitch it up by 2 in order to just make an adjacent key, or I would follow the circle of fifths, which basically goes by the fifth of every key. So if we're in G minor, the fifth of that is D, because G is the 1, A, B, C, D. So D is the fifth key in the key of G. So then I would go to the 5 and make that the new root note. Let me do this combo and then I'll show you an example, because I think that's what I'll go ahead and do for the next track. So we're in the...
I still hear your voice. I still feel your touch. Forgive me.
Wait, I need like a chill part. Those are parallel keys when they have the same root, like C major and C minor. Yes. That's a good way to put it. Those are parallel keys when they have the same root. You can also do relative keys where it is, like you were talking about, C major or A minor. However, in the case of mixing, you generally don't need to disparage between those two too much, because you can technically put the both of them together and it will still sound good because they use the same notes. You just got to be careful with general vibes. That's when it comes to using relative keys, you can put them together into the mix at the same time. You just have to follow the vibes more so than the actual key that you're working with, if that makes sense. Usually it would sound good, correct. Here we go. Here's a good point where we can adjust the key.
I still hear your voice when you sleep next to me. Forgive me my weakness, 'cause every time we touch, I get this feeling, and every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heart beat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side, 'cause every time we touch, I feel the static, and every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heart beat so? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
Right there, I think, is a good place to introduce a new song. So let's find something in that key, in the key of D minor, let's say, but in that tempo. So let's see. I think we have something actually that I kind of want to use. This would be great.
Let the sun go down.
That would be sick, actually. Hold on. Actually, yeah. What was it, Jim Yosef? And Roy Knox. Sun goes down. Yes. This is going to be good. I can already tell. What color does Monstercat do for future bass? Because it's not blue. I'm going to go like a purple for now. Project tempo, where it is 148. How does Skrillex collab with the Doors, or am I thinking of the wrong Doors? I'm not sure I understand what that question. There you are. Let me just align this to the grid. That's when you gotta turn snap off in order to align things to the grid properly. Otherwise, it's gonna sound like it's just completely mismatched and off. Future bass is typically grouped in with dubstep, so yeah. Okay, so purple works then. I'll do purple for that. Right there. So I'm gonna have this build in, have this fade out, and this is in the key of G minor, this is in the key of D major. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do a couple things. DJM filter, like I did before. Here, let me show you what this does. I hope that makes sense. It's a free plugin. It's easy to figure out how to use. Future bass is more of an EDM trap equivalent to melodic dubstep. Not always. Sometimes it can be very dubsteppy adjacent. It depends on the approach. It can be either or. It can be like melodic trap in a sense. And in that case, that would be red. That's what Monstercat uses for that. Oh, the other thing I want to do, because we're going up to like 150 tempo, I'm going to up the... I'm going to bring this up to 150. Right, I forgot how small the drop is. I kind of want to double up on the drop. Or I could just skip ahead to it. Yeah, I'm gonna skip ahead to this drop. But yeah, because of the fact that I'm using the circle of fifths, I was able to successfully, I feel, and cleanly change keys from the key of G minor to D major. Or sorry, D minor. Because, again, G, A, B, C, D. That's the fifth. Now, if I were to do this again, D, E, F, G, A, then it would go to A minor, because that's the fifth of D. Generally, a lot of DJs do that as well. If they're not, you know, just... If they're not just, like, slowly building up the pitch using a dial, which some people do that. I've pretty sure I've done that in a few mixes before. Then that's usually what they follow, is the circle of fifths. I love this song, man. Oh, we're getting some dubstep. All right, now we can justify actually adding in another track here with some, you know, classic dubstep kind of vibes. So let's see what we've got, shall we? Let's see. We're not going to stay in dubstep for too long because it's not really the vibe we're aiming for. But I feel like, no, that's E minor. That's a shame. I mean, what happens if I pitch this down? Up. Oh, wait. What is the, what's the key of that, the one song, that Eufy and Convexity remixed on Never Say Die? Shattered, I think? Shattered by you. But that's like F minor. That's too far. I'd have to pitch that down. Because I was going to say, maybe we can get some bro steppy kind of stuff in here. I mean, we still could, but that's too high of a key, unfortunately. I'd have to adjust accordingly. What are you? Okay. I see. What are you?
Ayo, Captain Jack. Ayo, Captain Jack. Bring me back to the railroad track. Bring me back to the railroad track.
Run into the railroad track, run along with Captain Jack.
That is not E flat minor.
Run into the...
That's G sharp minor. There we go. That's fixed. Dang it. All right. Oh, what else do we got? What is this?
Everybody knows the ball.
Ooh, funky. See, but this is E flat minor. I don't know why it's got it backwards. Silly you. What are you, though? Right, this was an option for us, but it's F sharp minor. That's a shame. I could take... That would be kind of...
Did you hear over messing with my head?
Oh, wait. I have an idea. Yo. Hold on. Yo. Yo. I love doing this. Okay, yep. And then let's add this in. What key are we in? Or, sorry, tempo. That's 144. Plus 3, I think? Because D, E flat, E, F.
Did I say something?
Yep. Oh, wait.
Never really.
Like so. Doesn't have to be precise, but it does need to kind of fit. Let's see what that sounds like. Yeah, that sounds sick. I like that. Hold on. But in that case, I'm going to add a dose of kickstart. Get that at half. And I'm going to turn the mix all the way down until here. And then I'm going to bring it up to about here. Let's go!
Let's go.
What if I... Just a subtle little adjustment. Yeah, that's sick. That's sick. That's sick. Oh, but in that case... Yeah. Let me save and make sure we don't lose any of the progress we just made. New Year's Promises is a good suggestion. And that's in the key of A minor, so we could bring it up to that. Sorry, I gotta hear that again. Man! The way Good Things Fall Apart just hits right at that snare is so good. Alright, now let's try to find a dubstep song that could work well with this, methinks. This is a part where I would probably take some song suggestions. We're in the key of D minor right now. So, let's see what we can't do. Hi and bye. Ah, well, welcome in for a short, brief time. 22. Yeah. Appreciate you stopping by, even if it's for a little bit. So we don't really have anything that pairs well with this just yet. So we gotta adjust for that by getting some more songs to pair with this stuff. So shall we find some stuff? And I'm going to make it a point to not play... Actually, I'm going to switch over to Facecam. Because I do not want to accidentally get copyright blocked by YouTube trying to block my video on account of video being played, not audio. Alrighty. Let's see how we do with, let's see. I'm going to search up What if we get something from Seven Lions? I'm just gonna search Seven Lions and see what happens. Something very nostalgic. And we need something around the key of D minor. Doesn't have to be exact, but it at least needs to be close. Island is F minor, though. That would be a good idea, except it's that. Oh, maybe this? Because this is C minor. Yeah. That could work. I'm just gonna go for that. Good old Seven Lions. We need the audio, and we're going to put this in MP3. Stream mixes. Summer Nostalgia. Above and Beyond, You've Got to Go. Seven Lions Dubstep Remix. Seven Lions, I'm just going to call it the remix. So that's what it is, effectively. 4K video downloader, you are so lame when you do that. Hey, no worries, Zonda. I've said before that I feel like this stream can work really well for background audio if you so desire. There is no right way to consume this stream. All right, so I've got this. We've got some more suggestions coming in. Alesso Heroes. We've got a remix of that. Interesting. Not familiar with that. That's a long remix. Too slow. I'm afraid that does not fit for where we are at right now. Bjork Hunter. Don't know what key, but it's closest in tempo. Okay, let's take a listen. It's interesting that the first option that comes up is instrumental. Is that on purpose? No. No. That's a vibe that does not fit with where we are at right now. We are working with stuff like this. So here's my thinking. We'll stay in like dubstep future bass for a little bit, then we can go into maybe some trap before we go back down to house for the finale. That's my thinking. So let's get ourselves some more of that kind of vibe. There is a main vocal version. Okay, well, that didn't come up, so I wasn't too sure what to think necessarily. Let's see. What is this? Adventure Club dubstep remix. Wow, this is classic. This is like old school. Man, okay. That does kind of like, that is kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie. Not what we're looking for, but that is kind of cool. There was memes or something involving the instrumental specific. It just didn't fit the vibe of what we were looking for. Truth be told. Fuse could work. Perfectly fitting the vibe of old, new that sounds like old. So that works. Okay. We've got that. That's cool. Ah, man, all this fucking AI slop just infesting the search results. I don't like it. Like, come on, man. We should be better than that. There's also Snowblind. Wait, no, it's too high of a key. That's right. Right. Okay, you know what? I've got what I think I need. So let's head back over to this. We'll do one more combo, and then we'll probably call it a stream. So let's see. This is in 140, I believe. Yes. And it is in the right key, so I don't need to do anything, which is kind of cool. There you are. I just need the drop. Turn off snap. Right there. Yes. All right, now let's do some chopping. So this is how we do chop. This is how I tend to do. That's my trigger word. Don't say this word, or I'll get reminded about needing to listen to AU5. Hey, that you say that like that's a bad thing. Let's try this. Let's see what that sounds like, actually. Oh, that sounds sick. Hey, I like that. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yes, sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, yes, sir. I love just the crossover of all the World Cup kind of stuff going on. There we go. Oh. Right. Right, yes. Oh, there we go. Pattern shift. Let's go. Man's not even listening. They're just paying attention to the game. Honestly, I can't fault them for that. Can we not do that, please? Oh, that's sick, actually. No, just you.
Don't get mad at me.
Almost. We're gonna transition into that after the dubstep section. We're gonna stay in like dubstep and future bass for a little bit, then have that transition into trap, methinks.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad at me.
All right, save, and let's see what that sounds like all together. Because I feel like we're gonna start rounding things off for the day.
Can't you hear my heartbeat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life. Overthinking, it's got me drinking, messing with my head. Slow down. Tell me what you hate about me. Whatever it is, I'm sorry. I'm coming to terms with a broken heart. I guess that sometimes nothing's for Don't get mad at me.
Yeah. That, I like how that sounds. And let's see, where are we in the mix, like, time frame right now? We are almost at 40 minutes, so we did actually make some significant progress today from where we left off last time, which is around here. So we left off, so around here is where we were. Yeah, so close to 8 to 10 minutes is where we are. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So, I'm hoping that in the next stream, we at least get close to the end, if not finish it. So, yeah. What? Whoops. Oh, how strange. Let me pick a good song to finish off on. That'll do. Yes. All right, so I think that's going to do for this stream. We made quite a bit of progress. We did quite a lot of good stuff. We added some Sonic. We added some F777. We added in some Skrillex. We added in some Illenium. We managed to do quite a bit of good stuff. And we are slowly making our way through the mix to the point of actually getting this thing done. This thing should have been done a few streams ago, but stuff came up, especially the 4th of July stuff that came up, which was fun as hell, by the way. And to anyone who tuned into that, thank you. That was a really fun mix to do with you guys. And if you haven't checked that out, highly recommend it. It's in the live streams, not my main channel videos. So if you want to find it, that's where you go. But anyways, thank you all for tuning in. All of you were really cool today. Whether you are a frequent flyer of this channel, or you're a newcomer, or you're a lurker who happens to be popping in, I appreciate all of you. You guys are all really cool. And I hope that, like, to those who were asking questions about how mixes work and all that kind of stuff, that y'all learned some stuff today, because that's kind of like part of the fun, isn't it? Learning some cool stuff about how to do mixes of your own. And I am always happy to teach in a way. So all of you guys who tuned in, thank you. And I hope to see you in the next stream next week. Same time on Saturday, hopefully a little earlier, but we'll see. I will keep you guys posted. If you're not part of the Discord server already, link is in the description. I highly recommend checking that out, becoming a part of the community. Discord is how I most often update you guys on stuff going on regarding the channel, regarding life situations, regarding potential project updates, all that kind of stuff. So if you want updates, that is the best place to do so. So again, check that out if you're not a part of the community already. Highly recommend it. But until then, thank you all for tuning in. And I hope to see you in the next stream next week on Saturday. Hopefully a little earlier. We shall see. I will keep you all posted. Take care, y'all. Peace.